Hi my gardening friends, I'd like to give you a tour of my shade garden. This plant here is Cimicifuga Hillside Black Beauty. I think a common name of it is called snakerut. But Hillside Black Beauty seems to have the darkest foliage. Gets a flower, about 5 foot tall, white and fragrant, or a very light pink. There is another shade perennial there. Herb. It's called Sweet Ciceley. That's the seed head right there. It's like big caraway seeds. Fern-like foliage, anise flavor to the leaf and to the seeds. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes here. This is another very pretty shade perennial. Oh, let's see if we can get it in focus a little better. Great blue lobelia. That's going to be popping all over the garden very soon. Variegated Soloman seal. Spreading Jacob's Ladder. Early spring. Fern-like foliage, blue flower. That'll bloom in shade for you too. And the Japanese painted fern. So pretty. Also Lady's Mantle, which is past its prime. You look back on one or two other videos before this one and you'll see how pretty it really looks. And daylilies will bloom in part shade too. In fact, some of the colors look better in the shade. Some in substance. Hosta with some of that great blue lobelia just starting to bloom. Let me take you across the path here. Meadow rue. Tiny, tiny pink flower. Delicate foliage and a burgundy colored stem. Japanese grass called all gold, I think, or hakoni, with some more blue lobelia there. Persacaria called, let's see, what one's it? Lance Corporal. Pretty foliage. Along with Fennel, Astillbe. You can see I'm trying to get a little red accent in the shade garden. This is baneberry, or a common name is called doll's eyes. Another native to Wisconsin. And a few different hostas. I like the lime green color with the blues. And guess what? Some more great blue lobelia. So pretty. It'll be blooming for about a month. Masterwort. Past its prime. But again, a little color in the shade. Miniature Goatsbeard. Great shade plant. Has a white flower on. Oh, let's walk back up here. Corydalis blooms in part shade too. And this one here is called, oh, let's see. I forget the name. It's bronzy color. These berries on the doll's eyes are so pretty. White flowers in spring. Very insignificant white flowers, but oh, those berries are so pretty. Lost a Japanese maple down here. This big one here. It's coming from the bottom. Another very nice shade perennial is called, let's see, Ligularia. This one is Othello, and the slugs love it. And then we have some variegated Japanese sedges. Along with Lungwort. Pretty. I think it's one of the first flowers to bloom with the daffodils. This shade here can get really dry with all these big trees in here. Japanese painted fern again, and this is the giant Goatsbeard with all the blue angel hostas. The foam flower is another great perennial for the Wisconsin garden, Zone 5. Pinkish white flower this one has, but the leaf texture is so pretty. Astillbes. These happen to be white when they bloom, so it lightens up the shade and then coordinates with those variegated hostas there. Common, everybody has them, but oh, that white variegation looks so nice in the shade. And then the ferns. These are ostrich ferns, and there might be a few cinnamon in here. So pretty. They just are going crazy down here. Ligularia, the rocket, past its prime too, but that yellow and the foliage is pretty. And way in back is some young Joe Pye. This is a lot of shade back here, but it seems to be doing okay. And of course, everyone has Lily of the Valley. And I just make sure I dig a trench in back here so it doesn't spread into the hostas. And then I dig a trench on this side and take it out every year. Or I use that nasty stuff sometimes called Roundup. Another Japanese maple. So that's my shade garden, most of my shade garden. And you can test things. Phlox will bloom in the shade too. So give it a try. Black-eyed Susans will bloom in the shade, just not as many flowers. And then we have my granddaughter's fairy garden down here. A fun thing. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Take care, and bye-bye.